Hello there, and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Engani Titan. We're here in Ghost Town, and I'm in the T-37, the American light tank. We're not quite bottom tier, but we're not up top tier either, and Ghost Town is not really a suitable map for light tanks, or for any tanks that are fairly fragile. Now, there's a thing about the T-37, it's got a decent enough gun, and it's a tough little tank for a light tank, but it's still a light tank, and it doesn't have a huge hit point pool or very strong armor, so I'm going to do what I normally do with relatively fragile tanks in Ghost Town, and that is I'm going to come up here along the edge, find a bush and park in it for the start of the game until things settle down a little bit and we have an idea of how the game is going to go. This is going to give us the opportunity to spot any tanks to try and flank around the town, and it also gives us an opportunity to wait until the game kind of settles down a bit. One of the things you'll notice about Ghost Town is that people rush into the middle, and you go to where you think the most tanks are, and 30 seconds later they're actually somewhere else. It takes a while, it takes 2 to 3 minutes sometimes before the game settles down in Ghost Town, and you got an idea of which way teams are going through the town. A few enemy tanks have come around the corner, including the Lux, which we have managed to get tracking damage and managed to get at least one decent hit into. T-20 is there at the corner, but he's very hull down and he seems to be satisfied with spotting for the moment. I don't think he's even poking the gun out. And we're not alone, we have some support here at the corner as well, and so far we haven't been spotted. Now the T-20's moved to a position where he's not going to see me, but I'm not going to be able to see him either. And I thought that there's not enough support I could move forward to another bush a little bit further forward, and I thought I might get some opportunities. However, the Lux comes around the buildings and spots me more or less straight away, so I have to back off. I get behind this building here. Thought the T-20 might pop out for an opportunity to shoot at me, but he didn't do it. And I'm coming around to the other side of this building now that I'm no longer spotted. Gonna hide in this bush and see if anybody comes around the corner, because they have made a couple of forays, and there's the Panther 4, and we get rid of him. Now I've probably done as much as I can at this corner. I'm not going to drive up and take offensive operations against a heavy tank or a destroyer, or the 2 mediums and light tank that's up there at the back row, especially since to get at them I have to drive past all the other guys. Coming around to the 9 line here, I've spotted that champion, and it just seems to be an unusual spot for a champion, so I thought I'd pop out, take a shot at him and see how he reacted. And it bounced a shot and the tank didn't react at all, so I thought, oh hang on, maybe there's nobody at home. It looks like he might have disconnected, he might have just driven into the rubble there after disconnecting. So he's parked there and we're just putting rounds into him. He spotted us, but as long as we don't sit still too much in the one place, we should be alright, and there's no artillery in play anyway. The team is ahead, so it was useful there farming damage from that champion. Come around the corners, the T1 heavy up there in that kind of tank destroyer sniper spot. It's effectively a useless spot as far as I can make out. I've tried it once, I had one decent game up there, and most of the other times it's completely useless. There's 1 or 2 corners of the square in the centre of town that it can observe. But, you know, 4 times out of 5 the enemy tanks go through that little bit of the square, and you don't get a shot at anybody. The remaining enemy tanks are all corralled into the one corner, so I think, okay, we might just try a few drive-by shootings. Make use of the fact there's plenty of urban cover, don't hang around engaged in too many tanks at once, and maybe there's an isolated tank, so put a shot at the T-29, and then I said he's got way too many friends to go down past him, so we just drive this way instead. And as we come off, there's only 3 remaining enemy tanks, and one of them is a lone, isolated tank down by its own base. So I thought, okay, we'll have a piece of him then. He's moved back behind the dunes, but you know, why not? There's nobody else down here, and I'm going to get here first. So he's not initially looking at my position. I put a round into him, and now he's trying to beat my speed with his turret rotation. And as long as I can kind of keep spiraling into him, I'd say I'll stay in front of the gun. And he's not making a sufficiently aggressive use of the tank's rotation or its movement on its own axis. Now the M4 stopped me there by just blocking my movement, and I was able to get rid of him handily enough as well. So that's it, it's game over. So, final result is we did nearly 2,000 damage, we destroyed 4 tanks, we got a first class mastery, which is pretty good going, and quite happy with that. When the page flips over, it reveals that we came second by experience. Again, respectable result considering we were in the top tier tank. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.